What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Where Is. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. So, today I actually wanted to come on here and talk about two different cases. Now, they're not related to each other in any way. I just thought combining them into one video would be better since, unfortunately, there's not a lot of information on either case. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the first case. So, the first case we will be discussing today is the disappearance of Genelle Bradford. So, Genelle Princess Bradford was born on May 10th in 1981 and was just 17 years old when she went missing from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on April 27th in 1999. Now, she lived in Pittsburgh with her grandparents, Ira and Princess Bradford. They were raising Genelle because, unfortunately, her father was not a part of her life, and her mother passed away when she was 5 years old due to cardiac arrest that was induced by an asthma attack. So, Genelle was described as a smart, funny, quiet, and meek girl, according to her family. They also said that she enjoyed basketball as well as attending Bible study. At the time, she was a student at Wilkinsburg High School, where she was an honors student. She was due to graduate high school in just 2 months, and according to her friends, she was looking forward to prom. Now, Genelle had never been in any trouble, although during her senior year, her grandmother began to notice some changes in Genelle. Now, her grandmother says that her grades began to drop and she noticed that she wasn't doing her homework, nor was she studying. Now, according to her grandmother, she started to notice these changes after Genelle had gone on a few college visits. So on April 27th in 1999, Genelle had attended her classes at her high school, and later that evening after school, she went to her job, which was at the YWCA located on Ross Avenue. So after work, she was reported by witnesses to have been walking home that night, but Genelle never made it home and she hasn't been seen or heard from since. Now, that is unfortunately all of the information about her case. I did not see anything pertaining to the investigation of her case. However, investigators believe that Genelle did leave on her own accord, and they also believe that she still could be in the Pittsburgh area. Now, according to reports, her friends do not believe that Genelle would just up and run away. They said that she was happy and that she was looking forward to prom, and her 18th birthday was also coming up, as well as graduation. Now, her grandmother has said that she could have quite possibly left home because of a boyfriend she may have had at the time or because of an unplanned pregnancy. Now, there isn't any information to prove whether or not she did in fact have a boyfriend at the time, but could she have met someone maybe a bit older than her on one of her college visits? So, what do you guys think could have happened to Genelle? I believe something had to have happened either while she was attending a college visit or sometime after. Again, maybe she met someone while attending the college visit and maybe she wanted to run away with them, or like her grandmother said, could she have had an unplanned pregnancy either by a secret boyfriend she had, or what if she could have possibly hooked up with someone during one of her visits and got pregnant and just didn't want anyone to know? With what little information we do have, anything could have happened to Genelle. For me, I just don't really see her running away. She had so much coming up to look forward to. Also, why would she take time out to go look at colleges if she was just going to run away? Again, let me know what y'all think. Again, Genelle was only 17 years old at the time of her disappearance. She is African American with black hair and brown eyes. She stood at 5'3" to 5'4" in height and weighed 96 pounds. At the time of her disappearance, she was wearing a green jacket, a white shirt, tan pants, and black platform shoes. If alive, Genelle would be 40 years old. If you have any information, you can contact the Wilkinsburg Police Department at 412-473-3056. Now, our next case happened back in 2010, and that is the case of Jalesa Reynolds. Jalesa Chantel Reynolds was born on June 4th in 1991, and she went missing from Scotland Neck, North Carolina on February 22nd in 2010. Now, Jalesa was 18 years old at the time, and she was described to be a shy and quiet girl who kept to herself, according to her cousin, Frederick. Now, according to reports, Jalesa enjoyed spending time online and she displayed a more outgoing personality online than she did in person. At the time, she was unemployed, working towards getting her GED, and she was attending classes at Halifax Community College. Now, on February 22nd, she went to Scotland Neck Memorial Library, which is located on 1600 Main Street in Scotland Neck, North Carolina. So she heads to the library and she goes to use the public computers to access the internet, which was something that she had been doing recently on a regular basis. So, according to Chief Joe Williams, records show that Jalesa logged out of her Facebook account from the library's computer at 11 a.m. Now, at 1:40 p.m., she logged on again, but this time it was from a computer at a home located at 235 Cemetery Road, which is only a 3-minute drive from the library about a mile and a half outside of town. Now, the house belonged to a man named Dwayne Davis. So, while investigating her case, authorities believe that Jalesa left the home between 2 and 3 p.m., and this would be her last known whereabouts, and she hasn't been seen or heard from since. Now, police have searched for Jalesa. They searched nearby land, they did searches in the air, as well as searching by the Roanoke River close by, but still to this day, there hasn't been any findings that have led to any new information regarding her disappearance. Now, the house that Jalesa was last reported at was again the home of Dwayne Davis. Now, Dwayne is a registered S offender and he says that he served a 8-year prison sentence after a 1993 second degree conviction. So, in August of 2011, police conducted a search warrant of his home, and according to Dwayne, Jalesa had come to his home once to look at his horses and to use his computer, and that was it. He says that he didn't do anything to her and that he doesn't know what happened to her. Now, investigators have named him a suspect in her case. However, Dwayne again denies any involvement and there has been no charges brought against him in connection to her disappearance. Her mother, Bernice Reynolds, says that whoever has her, she just wants them to bring her home safely. She says that Jalesa has never been away from home and believes that she was abducted. So, what could have happened to Jalesa? Could someone have taken her when she left Dwayne's home after using his computer? Is Dwayne responsible and just not telling the truth about what happened while Jalesa was at his home, which for me is already red flag number one? I mean, did she know him prior to her going to his house? Did she possibly meet him online and agree to meet up with him at his home? I just don't understand how she ended up there. He says that she came once to his home to see his horses and to use his computer, but I didn't see anything as to how he knew her. Again, Jalesa was only 18 years old at the time of her disappearance. She is African American with black hair and brown eyes. At the time, she stood at 5'2" and weighed 220 to 230 pounds. At the time of her disappearance, she was wearing a pink shirt, a blue denim jacket that had a flower design on the back, tan khaki pants, black sneakers that had Velcro straps, and a black headscarf with bobby pins in her hair. If alive, Jalesa would be 30 years old. If you have any information, you can contact the Scotland Neck Police Department at 252-826-4111. Now, I really want to know what you guys think about this one. Again, I feel like there are so many possibilities as to what could have happened to Jalesa, and yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. I hope and pray, as always, that we can help spread their stories, and I hope and pray both ladies are alive and well out there somewhere and that we can bring them home together. Well, that is it for me today, you guys. As always, please stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.